Yo, YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel for some more breakdown. It's been a minute, but today we're going to be going through Shotzzy's POV, and you guys are going to love this one. We're going to be breaking down everything to do with Vault HP and how Shotzzy plays it, how Optic plays it against the very best team in the game, Atlanta FaZe. This one is going to be a banger. Sit back, relax. This is his scrims, Shotzzy's POV. We're going to go through and break down the full map. If you guys want to see more of this, let me know down below. It takes a bit of time, so I want to see 150 likes down below if you guys want to see more of this. Let's get right into it. Off the break here, you can see they're going through the right-hand side, and what they're trying to do now is essentially just get mid-map control, okay? So off the break, what we're trying to do is we're trying to fight for mid-map control. We're on Vault HP right now, so I'm going to use the map like this. We're going to have layers just to make the game simple, okay? So we're going to call this layer, we're going to do a layer like that. We're going to call this layer A. This is going to be layer B. And this is going to be layer C. Now, every time we use this reference, we're going to go through and explain what we want. So for P1, we essentially want to have layer B full control, okay? And either layer A or C. Now, if you think about it, we're going to go to P2 next, which is on the right. So technically, it would be better if we could have control of layer C and layer B. So you're going to see a team set up something like this. Something like this, right? And then you're going to have one player. So you can see we've got layer C kind of locked down. This is with the map control. And then you're going to see somebody kind of push out. When you know they're spawning at layer A, they're going to kind of maybe push out and just put some pressure on them. Put some pressure on them, and this guy's going to take his place, and then they're going to get a kill, and then maybe, you know, someone will back away to block the spawns. But the point is, you want to keep the pressure. You want to keep the enemies in this scenario trapped at layer A. So now we know the rough layers. Let's see how Optic flip the spawns. This is very important because they spawned on the other side, but you have a lot of time to worry about that. So right now we go through, you see Celium gets the first kill. So the first thing we do, okay, just as a player in general, whenever you die, the first thing you should do, literally, is look right there, because you need to see what type of picture is being painted. You need to understand what's going on. So the kill feed is important to understand. So Celium kills Shotzzy, and I think it's Skies kills Draza. I don't know, someone kills Draza, right? So now we know it's a 3v3. The next thing, just again, a simple thing, I'm actually gonna go through, and the respawn delay. Let's count this together, okay? So 1, 2, 3.5, 4, okay. So it's about 3.5. I think I started a little bit quick, but you can see it's roughly around 4, to be honest, but we're going to say around 3.5 because that is the respawn delay. So what that means is when you die, so let's say we're Shotzzy right here, okay? This is FaZe in red. We'll make it easy for them because they're red in general, and we'll call this Optic, okay, in blue. We're going to leave Shotzzy as number 1 because that's the POV we're currently on. It makes it easier. So when Shotzzy dies right here to Celium, okay? As he dies, he goes into this. We'll call this a death zone. He's now in the death zone for 1, 2, 3.5. Now he's back. In that time, the game is trying to understand where should he spawn. So right now, because no one on the red team is blocking this area, this is the open spawn. He's just going to spawn back there. And that's what happens, okay? So it's all about the spawn and understanding when the kills go through. So right now, you see we get the kills. Dashy gets a big 2-piece. So I'm going to back away just slightly. Just around there. Look at the kills right now. This is important. So as soon as Shotzzy dies, Draza dies. So Draza is going to spawn just after Shotzzy, okay? And Celium is going to spawn. So now Abizi and Simp are on the point. You see Dashy gets both. He takes out the Tiny Terrors. He takes them both out. Okay, so now we know Draza should spawn up with Celium. And we now know we have 3.5 seconds before Abizi and Simp spawn up. So in the side of Optic Texas now, what they know, if we look back here, is, let's just say this is Simp and this is Abizi. Simp and Abizi just died right now, so they're in the death zone. So they know for the next 3 seconds roughly, there should only be Celium and Draza to worry about. Now this is where you can think, okay, Celium and Draza are AR players. One's probably playing Catwalk, right? One's probably playing Outer. And this is how you can get the advantage by thinking about what they would do in that scenario, depending on what weapon they have and stuff like that. Now I know, obviously, this meta, it could be a 4-sub-1, but again, just ways of thinking, okay? So we go through, we see Draza's there and Celium's there. So now we know Draza and Celium are there. Who are we looking for? Simp and Abizi, who are off the spawn. Where are they going to spawn? Well, look where my teammates are. My teammates are behind me. So if I had to guess, I would say they're going to spawn either there, or there, or there. They're going to spawn somewhere around either there, or there, or there. The point is they're going to spawn on quadrant C, okay? And that's all we need to worry about. Nothing else. We don't care about anything else. We just have to have the general area. So this is where wave of kills are super important, okay? Because we got the first wave of kills technically with the kills there as optic. So what we need to do now is we need to get one more wave of kills. We need to get one more set of kills because yes, Dashi and Shotzzy are pushed up right now. They're in quadrant 2. They're in lane 2, which is perfect. But right now, remember, we need to get a little bit more control. So what we're trying to do now is just spread the map. So if I was Shotzzy right now in this scenario, or Dashi, what I'm saying is we have the front door. We have the front door. So we're saying we have this front door. Can you guys pick up Cat and the left? So remember, Beezy and Simp are coming through. So we have the front door. So I would be coming to my teammate if I was Shotzzy. If I was Shotzzy right now, I'd be coming to my teammate, grab Cat, get Cat, get Cat, get Cat, right? Because then whoever spawns up, let's say Hook, he should pick it up Catwalk now. Why? Because let's say Simp goes through, he's trying to get to Catwalk. If we don't get it, Simp's going to go through and he has an advantage. So right now we're getting the time. We need to get someone to watch Cat, and then Skies can pick up the left. So now we're in quadrant B. We can get another wave of kills and then push up further, push up further. Let's say we get 4 down. It's a perfect scenario. We get the 4 kills. Then we push up, we push up, we push up. We get the kills. When they're in the death zone now, let's say it's a 4 down. We get the kills. They're all in the death zone. Then we push up. Now we're in this layer C. Guess what? The game says, hang on. Where should we spawn them right now? Well, let's go through the spawn points. They should spawn here normally. Okay, it looks like that's blocked. I'll tell you what, this bit's open. There's no one here. There's no one blocking it. Let's put them there. Not a problem. The game spawns them there and we're good to go. That's the concept in theory. Now we're going to go through, and we're not going to stop too much. We're just going to go through and flow out the gameplay and just see how they're playing. Okay, I wanted to go through that first for people that maybe slightly unaware of how spawns work and stuff like that. Okay, so we go through, we get another kill, and you see again, it's picking up the lanes. 25 seconds left there. We're going to go through, go through, go through. Now you can see they got the catwalk. Good break from FaZe there. You can see Optitex is coming in. It's one apiece. Again, the kill feed is red. Do you see how Hook's now on the left hand side? You see Shotzzy's going in. Right now it's just a bang out. Just go, 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 go. Trying to get the trades and win the team fight. Okay, look at the map. We know one's up top catwalk. I like what Shotzzy does here, and this is something that people don't really do enough, in my opinion, as on the casual level. But do you see right now, Shotzzy knows, okay, there's one person right there, so we know one's on top catwalk, and he knows that someone's around there. What a lot of people do is they say, oh, get time, get time. They go there and they go prone, right? The issue is when you go on the time, this is going to go red, and it's very obvious that you're on the point. It's very obvious you're on the point, okay? So what's going to happen now, I'm actually going to open a game on a private game on my other screen on Vault while we talk about this to show you guys some of the stuff as we go through. But right now, what's happening is, if you're Shotzzy, if you go on the point, you are going to get taken out immediately, right? Because they're going to look at you. So look what he does instead. He plays it really smart. And this is what I mean by just using the map to your advantage. Look what he does. He goes round, he waits, he pre-aims that, you see? He's trying to catch a timing. Now he slides past, holds the angle, slides past again. And now look. Simp doesn't actually realize that he's there. Why? Because of the timing, he thinks his teammate's watching over him. Because of the scenario, he thinks that if Shotzzy comes through, he'll be on the point. It's just one of those where Shotzzy's able to sneak in by. He gets a kill, you see he backs away, watches this, pre-fires it, backs away again, repositions. That itself is just what Shotzzy does so well, is the way he finesses, okay? So let me really quickly go through, put it in Vault. All right, perfect, we're good. So right now, Shotzzy gets the first kill. Now look how weak he is. Instead of challenging, he's going to back away, slide away. I'm going to go back even further. Look, he's going to get the first shot and he's going to pre-fire the door. Boom, makes Helium weak. He doesn't need to kill him right now. He's just trying to make him weak to get himself some time. So he goes through, makes him weak. Now he's going to back away again. Now he's going to go through. And you see that was a phenomenal play from Abizi, but Dashi gets a trade. Now, do you notice where Skies and Hook is in this scenario? And look at the spawns right now. Look at the spawns right now. Okay, this is very, very interesting, okay? Because what's happening now, when I go through TAC maps, is this. This is one of those situations where the teams actually push up in a really great spot. So the first thing is we are now on P2, okay? So right now, we're the blue team once again. This is what's happened. Shotzzy dies there. He ends up spawning there. Dashi is over there. But while this is happening, Hook is there with Skies. Remember what we said? We actually want Quadrant C. We want this area. So right now, FaZe have about 3 people up, so they're probably on the back foot right now. Now this is important, right? Why isn't Shotzzy spawning with them, right? You know, surely they spawned with them. The way it works is whoever is blocking the spawns basically stops the opponents from spawning there. So let's just say they have a setup like this, for example. Let's just say this is their setup right now, okay? I want to get rid of this. I'm not liking this right there. Okay, cool. So right now, what's happening is the game is saying, we don't know where to spawn people. So can you guys help us out? So we're going to make it blue for you guys, make it easier. This is spawn point A, for example. This is on P2 now, okay? So we're going to call this spawn point A. Spawn A, layer A. They're a little bit different, okay? Spawn A, cool. This is the main spawn you want for P2. You want to spawn closer. The other spawn is around there. So we're going to call this spawn B. Okay, these are the main two spawns. Now, sometimes you get a secondary spawn. What a secondary spawn is when these two are kind of blocked out. You have people spawning further back there or sometimes in the middle area, okay? So that's kind of the secondary spawn. But right now, the reason why Shotzzy still spawns around spawn B, even though, if we look back, his team, yes, his team was, look when he dies. His team was standing here, right? Technically, you could say, aren't they holding the spawn? I think this is where people go a little bit wrong. There is no holding spawn, it's blocking, okay? So yes, Skies is here. He's technically blocking this spawn. What he's doing is he's going to stop Atlanta FaZe from spawning here. But there could be someone back there that we can't see right now. You can see we can't see it. I would bet that somebody from FaZe is standing back here, hard blocking. So when they hard block, they're telling the game, this is what they're saying to the game, okay? This is the communication to the game. Imagine we're the game right now, we're this Codcaster, and we see this, we're saying, hang on, Shotzzy's dead. Where should we spawn Shotzzy? Like, where do we spawn him? Do we spawn him on point A? We can't. That's not fair because someone in red is blocking that. So when they're blocking that, they're essentially like saying, no, you're not allowed to spawn here. So we're not going to allow them to spawn here. So we're going to spawn him over there. Now, this is where secondary spawns come in. Because let's say that this guy dies. He might not spawn here either because yes, his team's there, but technically Optic are also blocking this spawn, right? If this is the scenario. So this guy would spawn maybe over there as a secondary spawn because all the other spawns are blocked because someone's at middle, someone's going catwalk, someone's there. So he might spawn on the point as an emergency spawn, right? Let's say this is Celium and he kills both of Optic like that and they're going to spawn there, right? And let's say Dashy nades this guy. Guess where he spawns? Right back there. It's just about understanding what spawns are open and stuff like that, okay? So let's go through together and see what happens here. How do they break this? Because we're on a P2, but let's see how they break it. So you see, yes, we spawned out. That doesn't mean we don't have spawns. And he thinks, hang on, I might have a parallel here. So you see how he's checking that? Because he thinks one of them spawned out. So he's playing for it, and Simp was there just a little bit ahead, okay? So Simp gets her a little bit ahead, and now look, guess where they spawn? At the back. So this is something you can actually look at as a valuable depth, depending on what heal and how you want to look at it, okay? Now, this is just another layer to the game completely, okay? But some people actually like to give them the good spawns. This might not be the case now, but I'm just giving you an example. But what some people like to do is this. They might say, okay, this is technically the good spawn, right? For P2, you're spawning back there. But what FaZe might say is, hang on, why don't we actually trap Optic at the back, let them have it, then we can hold it from the front. Because even though technically you're spawning closer, this is still a really good trap from them. If they have something like this, right? Let's say they have somebody like holding the front like this. They have somebody just on the hill. They have somebody maybe supporting this guy like that. Maybe watching the stairs like this. And then they have somebody like that on the head glitch. Let me show you in game actually what I mean. But like right now, for example, let's get my normal aims out. So my 120 FOV. I was doing a Warzone video. You guys know I do it all. Okay. Let me show you what I mean right now. So in this situation, again, we're on obviously P2 here, and it's really just about where you want to trap them. So if we go across here, I spawn in the exact same spot, not what I wanted, but it's all good. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos as well. Again, they take a lot more time, but I do enjoy these kind of more CDL in-depth breakdowns. I want to get into doing a few more of them. But right now, for example, if imagine this POV, okay, you're Shotzzy. Like, he has to break the hill from here. To be honest with you, if I'm FaZe and I'm Celium, I don't mind that. Like, yes, you have that, but this is a hard gunfight for Shotzzy in this scenario. And maybe against me, he wins it because it's, you know, he's Shotzzy. But generally, if I'm Celium and I'm doing this, like, this is a hard gunfight. And then imagine you have the guy in the hill doing this, right? Because we know they're not pushing out. Imagine this is the guy in the hill. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, right now, yes, Optic have the spawns, but this could be used in FaZe's advantage because you have me here, you have my teammate here, so we're watching this cut. Then we have someone else like this. Imagine you have someone else like this, holding this area there, and then we have the last guy like this, like holding this area here. So the point is, like, you can funnel them in. Obviously, there's layers to it, but from the side of Optic, on the other side, it's just one of those where we get one kill. So right now, when I'm Optic, I'm standing here, right? If I can use my equipment, which is what you're seeing right now from Shotzzy, if I can get this guy off, if I head glitch it, you see exactly what he's doing right there. If I can get that first guy, so let's say we beam him. With two of us, we kill him. Boom. I'm already here. Now that guy is going to spawn all the way back here. Right around here. Okay? So you see how far this is? He's going to spawn around here. So not only is he going to take 3.5 seconds, he's going to spawn all the way here. Then he has to go through. Now, imagine I'm phased and my teammates die now. Now I have to go through this way. And guess what? Shotzzy's on the hill, they're looking at me and they've choked us here. So this is a play where sometimes people like to do it. They like to keep them at the back, but it's better off at the end of the hill, not at the start. So let's see if Optic can break it. Like I said, they can break it. They might not. We're going to find out. Just like I said, that's the choke point. They're going to hold it. So the only difference was instead of the angle that I said, they're going to play different angles. Again, off angle is super important, right? Because imagine if this was a setup like most people play, which is right here. You just saw it with the equipment. People are going to play for it. People are going to know it's an obvious spot. So if a BZ says, hang on, I'm going to sit right here. Sometimes it catches people off guard. Because now he's sitting here. Imagine I'm Shotzzy, right? I'm so focused there. I'm so focused there. And I think he's on the hill. I'm like that. And then the BZ's right there. It's just playing an off angle. So utilizing different off angles because people know how people play as well. So it's about trying to be creative, find off angles, stuff like that. Now Shotzzy dies, Dasher gets a trade, he's in. He's gone through, Selim gets one, and you can see we get a split spawn, and now they should be coming through the middle because of the split spawn. And look at that, beautiful equipment, that's 3 down. And just like that, Optic have the advantage here. Look at that, they're able to clear it. Now with 25 seconds left, this is again really, really crucial. What most people do when I'm coaching them or watching them in general is this. With 25 seconds left, you need to stay away from spawn A. You need to, if you're the red team, right? You want the blue team to spawn there. Why? Because with 25 seconds left, we want to be holding it from the front. We want this as the red team. Let's say I'm the red team right now. This is actually perfect for us. If we can trap them here, this is what we do. We leave one there, we leave one there, we leave one there, we leave one to rotate this way, and we start watching middle, or maybe this guy's standing there. I'm watching it. We're actually trying to trap them. You know, we're actually trying to trap them over there. Why? Because after 15 seconds, we're going to go to P3. And in P3, we want this side of the map. We want to be on quadrant A. So it's all about layers to the map and thinking ahead a little bit. So let's just play it out a bit more because I've spoken for 17 minutes and had 1 minute of gameplay. So I'm just going to let it flow now and see what's going on. So right now, 20 seconds left here. You can see Optic going through. Shotzzy's going to basically, like I said, watch over. It's literally exactly what I said. Watch over, beautiful shots, takes out one, gets a trade. That's 2 down. Do you see what rotation he's going? He's not going right. He's not going towards quadrant A, is he? He's not going towards spawn A. He's standing there, right? He's not going that way. He's going even further away because he wants the opponents to spawn here. That's what he wants, okay? He wants the opponents to spawn there. Just keep going. So now you can see it's a new hill. So now they're like, okay, cool. Let's get the new hill. We're going to go through here. And he knows that one of them could have got a timing. So he's going across. He sees one. And look at that. He just beats them there. Back to the point of what we mentioned. He knows exactly what's going on in terms of he knows that phase is spawning there. And in this scenario, phase are rotating. So Shotzzy, instead of going, this is what Shotzzy did. Shotzzy was right here. He knows there's a timing there where they can go through. So what Shotzzy did is get through, go through, go through, get there, get there, get there. He's now sees them in the cross and he's able to pick them apart. Beautiful play from Shotzzy. Just the way he was able to get there, the timing is everything, okay? He gets through, gets one, and now he knows that one snuck through. Again, really important. He can see from the names. Okay, I got 2, but we haven't seen Draza in a minute. What's happened there? We haven't seen Draza. So what's happened is this. Draza got through a little bit earlier. And was set up around there. So when Shotzzy actually went through the vent like that, he basically cut past Draza. Abizi and Cell went that way. He was able to kill these two. And then he realized from the kill feed, we haven't seen Draza in a minute. That means it's been enough time for Draza to make a play where Draza probably should have been there. Draza gets caught up there. And this is a really poor play from Draza, in my opinion. He has to win this gunfight. As soon as Shotzzy gets that kill, Draza has to win that. Because if you look at the map now, we can see this is the scenario. Draza is in a really, really valuable area of the map. But what he should be doing is sitting in a better position. If Draza could play his life back there, or go to the building, what happens is this, the red arrows, right now, these are the red arrows, right? They're coming backwards. Think about it from the blues perspective. I know I flipped it. This is now phase. Phase is... Okay, let's just make it easy. Phase is going to be red, okay? So this is Draza right there. Shotzzy is going to be right there. So now Shotzi's there, okay? Optic are coming through this way. We know that phase is spawning out. We know that the rest of phase is spawning out. So they're still a mile away, okay? So phase are coming through. They're a mile away. So what Draza's job is right now is to keep the blue arrows occupied, essentially. Draza's job is to keep the blue arrows occupied. If Draza shoots Shotzzy right now, let's say he kills Shotzzy, what happens is there's space that opens up on the right. Not only has he killed him and blocked the spawn, Now, number 2 might be panicking. Number 4 and 3 are going to look for him. So imagine we go backwards now, we hide here. Now these guys are maybe like looking for him. Maybe like 2 of them go back. This guy goes forward. Shotzzy spawns out, maybe like parallel. Let's just say Shotzzy spawns. I don't even know where he was spawning in this scenario. Let's just say he spawns there. I don't think that happens, but let's say he spawns there, right? Now, these guys are looking for Draza. So they're looking for Draza. They're going backwards. And guess what? They have more setup now. They have more time around the hill. So you want to drag people out. But as soon as Draza dies, look what happens. They're going to turn around. Look. Get the kill, boom, turn around. Yes, Simp gets a trade there. Now they're looking for Simp. But still, he needs to play his life more there. He needs to play his life more. You see, look, see, he basically spawns there again. They take out Simp. Now look. So from the side of FaZe, it wasn't a good play. Why? Because Draza dies immediately. So now Draza spawns there. And now all blue arrows are facing this way. And there's not enough pressure from them. So they're actually like this now. You don't want, as an opponent, you don't want your opponents to have all their arrows facing you, if that makes sense. You don't want this. If you're FaZe, this is not good for you. Imagine this is the optic setup right now like this. And they have, let's just say they have someone middle like that. And let's say they have someone catwalk like that. Let's just say this is their setup, right? This is a really bad scenario for FaZe because if you can see, all of the blue arrows are facing the opponents. They are holding this area. So let's just say Shotzzy gets on the hill like that. He's sitting on the hill. He has someone watching over him, someone watching middle. This is a really, really bad scenario for FaZe because they have to break through the front, get the kills like that. What you want is this. If you have someone behind FaZe, behind optic, this guy's watching the stairs. This guy's got no cover now. Do you see? So you always want one person making a play distracting because now, if I'm FaZe, I go through. We're technically 2v1 right now. We're 2v1. Even this guy, if he's just playing his life distracting, these two are looking at him. And guess what? The guy in the hills by himself. We get the kill, put more map pressure. It's all about stretching the map. You need to have this player be valuable. But when Draza died, goes this way, and Simp dies, guess what? All of the arrows face this way. It's just easy for them to hold. So you have to be more disciplined in that, okay? Let's go through. Let's see what happens there. So look, they're watching the front. They're watching the front. Good bait and switch. I love that bait and switch right there. Really good play. Shotzzy does that really well. Just plays his life. So right there, you can see he's kind of weak. Let's back away. He's kind of weak. He backs away. He doesn't overchow. Lets his teammate go in. Lets his teammate be the first support while he heals up. And as soon as he heals up, now he's in. Now his teammate goes through, gets a trade. Perfect. There's one. Backs away. And that was a good shot from Celium. But again, just you see the trades going through. Everything's so much more efficient. And now they spawn out. They have to be a bit more careful. They're going to go for a pinch here. And you see him pick up and aims. Another thing that's really crucial. A lot of people don't do this. Oh, I'm so sorry. It was the wrong screen. I'm so sorry. That is on me. That was really, really poor from me. I'm going to back away for you. That was on me. So right now, look at this. Shotzzy spawns up. And he ends up getting shot here. But look what he does with his life. Gets shot, boom, backs away. He doesn't overcommit. Now, Skies goes through. Now, that player's going to look at Skies as a danger. He's going to tweak. He's going to tweak shots. He takes his time. Creates a small gap between him. So right now, there's this gap between him. So if that player comes in sliding, he can't possibly kill Shotzzy and Skies. So it's about creating that space between you and your teammate for the trade. Look at that. The guy goes in. He's looking at Skies. It's a beautiful bait and switch there against a BZ. He goes through. He does die there. Now Celium's pushed up. Look at Celium. As soon as he gets that kill, pushes up a bit more. Celium's in a great spot there. He's kind of blocking that back area. And now you can see Shotzzy spawns out. But look what Shotzzy does. He identifies a problem. Boom. Let's get an AR out. Let's get these kills. Something I don't see enough people do is switch weapons between sub and an AR. Goes through. That's 3 down. Okay. As soon as they get the 3 down, what do we want on the map? We want this side A. Remember A? We want this side of the map here. So look what they do. They go through, they go through, they go through. They back away. And this is what you call bumping the hill. See how someone's on the hill? Because that player's further across him, right? This is like a train station. I want you to think like this. That player on the hill, whoever it was, Shotzzy's must be communicating, I've got old go. Because let's say this player's there, right? And I'm Shotzzy. If I'm going past that guy, all this time from here to here is essentially wasted, right? Because I have to go past him. But what you do is this. If I'm Shotzzy, and this is, let's just say it's his Skies, right? Skies goes now. By the time he gets off the hill, I've got to there. So by the time he gets off the hill, I'm now there. And he's already by the car. So the distance you have is much better. It's like a train station. It's literally like a train stop. Imagine you're at a train and you're going through and then the train waits for you. This is a train stop. You go past the train. It's not really efficient, right? The way trains work is like this. You go through, you stop there for a second, you pick up the passengers, then you go again, and then another train comes, and then again, and then it comes. It's much more in a flow. Every 2 minutes is a train. Same thing here, right? You go through, he gets off the hill, now we get on the hill. Yes, he dies from behind, from up top. That's okay. Selim's up there now, we know where he is, and they're going for Selim to get the trade. Who gets a trade now? Shotzzy should be spawning here. We're good to go, and there you go. He's at the back now, trying to block the back. They're going to go through, and again, look at the arrows of FaZe. It's something they're doing really well, is they constantly have somebody behind the enemy lines, bringing the blue arrows back. They're constantly bringing the blue arrows back. They're trying to not let blue set up. That's something they're doing really well, because they want to put pressure on them so they could buy time so that the rest of their team can come up. It's a very, very constant thing you're seeing from FaZe. They're putting a lot of pressure on Optic. So this player, whoever's up here, has to play his life. He has to play his life here. And look at that. He ends up dying. Great play from Shotzzy. And now he's dead. They get a 2-piece, and now this is an easy hold. This is an easy hold for Optic now, because they get the 3-piece. They now know, back to the arrows, okay, we're on P4. We're on a money hill. Guess what? We're going to have someone there. We're going to have someone there. We're going to have someone there. And we're going to have someone there. And you know what? It's going to be easy, because FaZe have to come through one direction. They're coming through from the right to the left. And guess what? All blue arrows are facing the right here. All of them. Okay. In this scenario, we don't have this player here. It's like that. Now, if this player was over there being annoying, guess what? This guy, he's going to tweak. He's going to watch his stairs. So automatically, that whole lane's opened up. This guy's a little bit worried too. So he's going to kind of reposition. He's going to go there. Now these two are playing a bit more scared. Even if this guy helps him now, then maybe they go for him. You know what just happened? This whole middle map has just opened up. So now this guy goes through. This whole lane's open up. This guy gets there. Even if they just kill number 3 now, guess what? It doesn't matter, because this guy's here now. Number 1's there, and you're just causing a consistent problem for the opponents consistently. So you need to clear your lines, then watch it from one side, and you're good to go. Let's continue. Let's see what happens there. This should be a money hill. It should be a free hill. Kill again, done. Nice and easy. It's just, again, it's just consistency right now. Shotzzy's 3-piece was huge, by the way, as well. Shotzzy's 3-piece there was huge in that scenario. And like I said, you just getting the advantage now, you get the time. I was a beautiful wallbang. Things like that. If you guys are watching, it's like, right, how can I learn to get the advantage? Things like this. Little wallbangs like this. Just anything like that to get the advantage. Say, right, what did he do there? Where did he kill him from? These are things you should have in your locker just to get the advantage. So right now, you can see again the pressure coming through the front, beautiful movement, and they do a great job overall. They get about 40 seconds there. I mean, obviously you want a bit more, but they don't do a bad job. They get more time. That's good play from them. Now we go through to the P1. P1's going to be scrappy, same situation. Go through, use your equipment, slide in, just trying to be annoying. It's just about trades right now. It's simply just about trades. I love the movement from Shotzzy. Look, he goes in, gets 1, okay? He sees Selim on the right. He doesn't see him there, so he knows he's on the right. Instead of just shooting him now, he's going to create space by backing away, sliding away and shooting. Selim comes through, it messes up his centering. That's 3 down. Now he goes across, and now they're looking for 1. It's just, again, it's consistency. It's great play from Shotzzy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's a beautiful POV to watch. The guy is moving up by 50 points now, and he has a cruise missile. It's just a great scenario for them. So we're gonna go across now. We can see they're doing a great job. Again, just keep this hill scrappy. We've done a whole rotation now, so I don't need to spend too long on this one. I'm just gonna see if there's anything else that stands out crazy, but this one's a bit of a weird play from Shotzzy. I think he read the spawn slightly wrong there. He was trying to play for it, nothing happened. Again, just holding his angle. Honestly, I feel like most of that's fine. We're going to see what happened on this P2. I'm going to kind of skim through the rest of it. So what happened on this P2? Because I think they were in a good spot here. They were in a good spot. They got the kills. And then right now, I think they had a gap in their setup. I think Shotzzy made a bit of a misplay, to be honest with you. Like, he spawns up here, and he's kind of watching the far left here. Look, he's watching the far left here. And he stands there for too long. That's 3 down. I think they're trying to hard block it. So what they're trying to hard block it, and they're trying to go through. And I think they read this a little bit wrong. You see, he's not actually coming through there. They actually spawned on the good side, and that was a bit of a misplay. So what they thought was that they were going to spawn there, but the player at the other side ended up holding the spawns, go through, and now look, now they're behind a little bit, and they know that they're on that side of the map, so they're going to go through with the pressure, go across. He gets caught off guard here, and you see he gets taken out. That's 2 down. That's 3 down, and it just becomes a little bit more difficult for them. It just becomes a little bit more difficult for them. They use cruise missile, big investment here. I don't know if it's going to pay off. We're going to find out. And you can see where they are, right? We're at the back now. They have 1 on the side, 1 there. They have 2 catwalk area. So they need to go for the guys on the side. Ends up getting no one. Again, poor streak from Shotzzy. And this is the same situation. You see FaZe keeping them trapped at the back again. And remember what I said in game? literally exactly what I spoke about earlier, is this. On this hill, I sometimes like them being trapped at the back. If I'm playing this, I like having someone here just holding this angle. And that's exactly what Simp did. If you look right here, you can see what Simp did. Look, he keeps Shotzzy at the back there. That's fine. Keeps him at the back. And then he goes through, and now look, he keeps him trapped. And if you actually look at the map there was someone else on the side of FaZe. The red dot was shooting from around here. So they're basically keeping them trapped there. They're like, hang on, if you want the good spawns, go for it, but we're not going to let you break the hill. And it just makes it harder for Optic, because now they're on the bad side for P3. They're trying to break it, and it's just one of those where if FaZe do it well, they're going to get trapped. But like you're seeing now, exactly what happened when it doesn't go well, when you get broken, now FaZe have messed up, because for 35 seconds, FaZe had a, again, this is a good setup if you can hold it, but it's a risky one. I like holding this when there's like 20, 25 left, but I don't like it from the start. I don't like that from FaZe, and that's what I was saying earlier. It's a good setup, then the second half of the hill. But now FaZe are going to spawn all the way around here. It's going to be difficult. And guess what? Optic, all they have to do is go through and watch the front. Let's see what happens. They go through it, look at this, they watch the front. Well, they should be watching the front there. So you see they're coming through the front. So just like I said, FaZe are going to spawn here. So now all Optic have to do is watch this area where I'm standing now. And that's exactly what they do. They have Dashy watching over, and you can see, there you go. They're good to go. They watch over 25 seconds. One comes behind them, get a split spawn there. Good nade, to be fair, but FaZe able to break in, and now Hook spawns out. So that was just a really weird one, to be honest. A lot of split spawns. Kind of same scenario goes through. Great kill on Celium. 3 go down. This is just so mixy right now. It really is mixy. Because we don't have Quadcaster, we're not able to see the full spawns, but you can see right now, again, rotation. And guess what? FaZe have someone at the back. They have someone at the back. They have to kill this guy. They have to kill this guy. And again, Draza, I'm not trying to flame him. That's 2 times in a row on this P3. I think he had a really, really poor scenario there. I think he has to play his life a lot more, in my opinion. Like, I don't know why. Again, bro, this guy's a world champ, so I'm not obviously telling him I'm better than him, but I'm saying right there, I'm not really sure what his playstyle is doing there. Like, if you need to play your life, I just don't get why he's not. He did it last time as well, and I think, I mean, again, this guy's a world champ. He'll know this himself, but like, I don't know why he's even playing in these spots. They're too vulnerable. You're way too vulnerable. Even there in the car, it's a good spot once you have control, but like, it's way too vulnerable. And you're seeing it out. Shotzzy kills him from here. Imagine instead of being here, Draza was like, okay, cool. He gets through. He's playing like back here. And this is what Celium would do. He plays his life here. Even if he's playing his life like this, being annoying, holding the stairs, there's only one way up. It makes it harder. So, and then he goes through, look, he gets a kill, back to where watching these stairs. B's annoying. He does stops them from getting through here. They have to play for him. But because he died so quickly, guess what? Shotzzy goes through, and now Shotzzy doesn't have to play for him. They're good to go. They're good to go on the rotation. So we go across, and who's that? It's a Beezy. So Beezy ends up making the play. And look what I'm saying, exactly what I said. Even now Shotzzy, I don't like Shotzi's play. I like them being at the back. There's no one in this room. And look at that. Abizi and Celium do what I said. They go to that room, they take care of that room, and it's easy to hold. And now look how far FaZe Optic spawn. Now Optic spawn out. So it's just those little things there about getting to those power spots quicker and being annoying. Now they're going to go through middle, but this is going to be a really hard break now. I love this play from Shotzzy. I love this play from Shotzzy. He knows his teammates have the hill. He knows his teammates have the hill, okay? So in this scenario, he just knows from the timing, his teammates have the hill. He's standing around there. They have everything. So he knows, again, just from the timing, they see 2 or 3 people on the right. His teammates got the hill, cool. The only area they can come from is middle. So instead of Shotzzy overheating and tweaking, he's going to get through, find the gap, go through and say, hang on, I'm just going to chill here. I'm just going to chill like this, wait for the player to overcommit. Because the other player is probably doing this. Simp in this scenario. Simp is probably going through, and he's probably like, all right, I'm going to go through, and he thinks they're going to come through middle. He's trying to slide in like that, probably trying to fight the guy through middle. So he goes in, he doesn't realize Shotzzy's right there, boom, Shotzzy gets a kill. So that was some really good patience from Shotzzy, just to wait for Simp, identify the gap there, look at that, good off angle, and you see that, he wasn't really ready for that. I mean, he kind of was ready for that, but not as much as he wanted to be. Now he takes his time, goes down, again, no one's holding middle, so remember what, okay, this is a perfect play. Do you remember when I spoke about like the train station, about getting off the hill? So many people sit on the hill and wait. Like right now, Shotzzy's sitting like this, okay? But he knows middle's open. Even if he holds it like this isn't good. Let me show you why. If you're the opponent, if you're a BZ right now, slide cancel, boom, you get the camera. You camera him every time. Slide cancel, you kill him every time, okay? So what Shotzzy does is instead of allowing himself to be cameraed, he sits here, he goes, hang on, my teammate's here now. I'm going to get off, even if I lose a second, because I want to kill a BZ around this corner. Instead of a BZ coming around here, I want to kill a BZ when a BZ's running like this. You see, I want to kill a BZ around there instead of a BZ coming through like that and getting the kill. So it's just about that small timing bit, and you can see he did it perfectly. He goes through, He reloads, even though he's off the hill for a second. He gets off. Look at that timing wise. Abizi would have done what I said. He would have cameraed him and got the kill. But Shotzzy gets off. Yes, they lose a second there, but that kill's more valuable. And now they're back on the hill. So they get a lot more time for that second there. Really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Got probably like a few more hills there. Let's see what happens. Again, Optic did a good job in the second half of that, but they give away a big P4. I want to see how they break it. But one thing you can see now, and I can guarantee they're not going to break it, is because look at the arrows. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. All 4 arrows of Optic. I'll keep this as Optic now. I'm going to keep switching. This is Optic right now. They have 1, they have 2, they have 3, and they have 4. Atlanta FaZe just need to hold angles right now. They have someone on the old hill, so that's probably around there. Okay, cool. They probably have somebody around there. They probably have somebody on the hill, and they have somebody around there. That would be my guess. And right now, from the blue team, it's just about holding angles. Okay, the red team have to get kills here. Every kill Optic get will be beneficial, but every death they get will be even more of a disadvantage. Not even just a disadvantage, it'll be even harder. They go through, you see Draza overcommits, but he plays his life super well. He gets cover there. You see the third, now they're dead. Now they're done. That's it. This hill's done. This hill's done. First wave done. This hill's over. 4 down. Yeah, this hill's over. They're going through a choke point. This hill is over. I guarantee they get at least 45, 50 seconds there. You go through. You see BZ goes rogue there. BZ has to win that, in my opinion. To be honest, I'm very surprised. That was a terrible hold from FaZe. Terrible hold from FaZe. Right now, you go through. You get 4 down. This for me is a brain dead play, bro. BZ is one of my favorite players of all time. I don't know what happened there. Brain dead play. He knows they're spawning there. He knows they're spawning Palm. Crazy. You get killed in the first one. You push out so far. I just don't get why people do that sometimes. Like, he pushed out so far, he basically gave them this sort of setup now. Instead of having 4 angles like this is what BZ did. BZ stood there and he just got killed. Like, he just got overcommitted. If you're going to commit like that, you just have to get a kill. There's no excuse. He goes through, he gets killed. Now he's dead. He's in the death zone. And then look, we go through. Now that he's dead, the enemies are tweaking. There's no one watching the gap. Hook gets 1. That's 2 down. Now they go through. They might spawn at the back there. He slides in, gets another kill. It's 3 down. He might still spawn at the back though. And now they push through. Now the rest of them spawn out. So that's going to be a BZ. I guarantee it's going to be a BZ here. Where is he? Yep, I knew it. So Abizi is the only player that spawned at the back. Why? Let's go through it. In this scenario, Abizi dies first, okay? It wasn't fully Abizi's fault. He did overcommit, but his teammates need to still hold that. So Abizi went rogue a little bit. Yes, he dies. But when he spawns up, so 1, 2, 3, like he spawns back there. But by the time those 3 seconds come in, the rest of the team now get collapsed on. And now they die. Now that they're dead, right, now that the rest of the team are dead, they're not going to spawn at the back now because Optic are now there, but Abizi still spawned there from earlier. So you see Abizi trying to finesse and play his life. I like what Abizi tried to do here, but it was a poor play from FaZe overall. Look, he plays his life, he's trying to finesse, look at that, he's trying to play his life. I don't know where he went right there, but great play, and he ends up killing him. So that's a phenomenal play from Abizi. Goes through, gets another one. Now look, Hook's looking for him. Yes, he gets a trade, and they just make it a bit more mixy. But great break from Optic, really poor play from FaZe in my opinion. Goes through, he knows they're coming through the front here, he's going to go round, and look at that. Great play from Celium. So just overall good plays from both teams here. But yeah, as we go through, we have one more P1. Again, P1's just going to be really mixy. It's just going to be trades and stuff like that. You're nothing crazy. It's going to be nothing crazy. I'm just trying to think. Give me 1 second. Alright, cool. So yeah, so right now, like in this scenario, 15 seconds left. It's really going to go down to the P2 and P3 rotation. We're spawning out on the P2, so it's going to get a bit mixy. We're going to go through catwalk once again. That's 2 down. And now it's about the third. This is the great play from Shotzzy. He makes it 1 shot. Look at that pressure. So as he's going through the catwalk, I see so many people like not really sure how to break catwalk. It's really difficult, but the way you do it, the way Shotzzy does it is actually perfect. What he does is every time he slide cancels, he's basically aiming in for the fight. So look, he goes through, he sees no one there, right? So he's trying to get a timing. He goes through again, and he's just trying to be ready. Trying to slide cancel, then he shoots him, and then he knows that Draza goes that way. Instead of like chasing his shadow, he's just going to go through and go where he's going and basically catch him off guard there. So if we back away again, look at this. So he slide cancels for the heady. Look at that. Slide cancels, boom. Makes it 1 shot. Again, I think Draza just played that poor. I'm going to be honest. I know it sounds like I'm on Draza right now, but right there, if you're Draza, like, you're much better than that. You slide cancel there, like, you go up, you shoot, like you're ready for that. You know what I mean? You do a little one pump, you're ready for that. You should never let Shotzzy shoot you there. I feel like Draws are overcommitted like that and get shot, which again, I'm very surprised by because Draws is a lot better than that normally. But look, we go through. This is the scenario where Shotzzy, I don't think should ever win this. I really don't. He goes through like that. Like Draws should never over peak like that without shooting him. You know what I mean? Like he should always camera him, get the shot off. Now he's one shot. Look at that beautiful play from Shotzzy. Jumps off, gets a kill. Done. That's the last guy. And look at that beautiful play from Simp, but he's stunned now. Gets a kill. That's 4 down. Great play. Great play from Optic. Beautiful kills. That's the last guy right there. The rest are going to spawn out. The stun hits him, but it's good equipment. Good frag back as well. It was just really good engagement of kills there. I love that whole engagement. I love that whole engagement from Shotzzy. He goes through. He knows Selim's not watching him because he's prone. Watching the right now. He's going to push him. He's got cover behind him. As Selim goes through, gets the first kill. This guy's going to come out, but the pressure's coming through the front. I think it was just a great play overall from Shotzzy there to kind of break in. And with 45 seconds left, they have to break it. This is what I'm saying. They spawn middle because both spawns are blocked now. They're going to go through. And this is one where I think there was a bit of a misplay. They should have definitely broke it earlier, but 3 down. Now they're coming through the back. Do you remember what I said about spawning them at the back? This is perfect. This is where you want FaZe. You want them spawning at the back here. With 30 seconds, this is great. See what I'm saying? Look at the setup. Exact setup that I said. You have 2 people watching the back, right? You have 1 watching the side, and then this 4th guy should help out the guy on the side. But this is fine. With 25 seconds left here, you want to keep FaZe at the back here. This is really good from Optic. So you see he holds the front now. This is great. I think this play is to watch the cross, which he is. That's fine. Really good play there. Look, Skies gets taken out. This is fine. This is fine. 15 seconds left there. That's a huge 15. They end up losing the spawn there, but that's fine. That's a big 15. And now it's about the P3. Let's see how they break it. They go through, good play. Again, this is a bit of a scrappy mixy hill now. It's just about the trades. And I think FaZe are doing a really good job playing their life there. You can see no one really overcommits there. No one gives them anything. I'm surprised how they lose this. I know Optic loses map, but with 10 seconds left, this again, just good rotation from both teams here. They're going through the left. Look, they're trying to break in now. And you can see FaZe hold it. They get 1. Okay, that's where they win it right there. I'm just trying to see what happens because I've got a call right now, so I have to quickly end this one. Okay, yeah, so this is just a money hill. This is just a money hill. I would have liked to see maybe Shotzzy play the left here. Yeah, that's a bit tough. It's a bit tough. And now you can see that this is what happens. That you can't really break this. Like, you know what I mean? You have to get that first kill. You just have to. He's trying to find a gap in the setup. I don't like that, in my opinion. I really don't like this play. I always, in this scenario, for me personally, I feel like he's better off going round and dragging the attention to the back door and allowing his teammates to go through the front. That's just me personally, but, you know. Because I feel like, bro, when you go in like this, like, I don't like this play at all. This guy's always watching the front door. Like, he's always going to watch it, you know? So I feel like that was a bad play from Shotzzy. Don't see a lot of them, but I think that's a terrible play in my opinion. Now he gets killed. I really dislike that play. I really do. Dashy with a huge 2-piece. There you go. He gets a 3rd. He knows the last guy's in the hill. He just got off the hill. He's going to be at the back there. Beautiful 2 from Shotzzy. Beautiful 2. Beautiful. Almost gets a 3rd. Makes him a bullet. Overall, great play. You can see the rotations coming in now. And they're on the P1. It's just a really mixy one right now. P1s are never easy to hold. 3 down, though. 3 down. This is beautiful. Beautiful play. Teammates at the back. They're going to be spawning still on P4. And you see they're holding everything. Shotzzy's got the right. Sky's got the front. Dashy's got a catwalk. It's just about the gunfights now. And oh no, it's a big flank from Draws, and they come through and they just collapse through all the angles. So what FaZe did there is they suffocate them from all angles, and that's going to be game. GG. But that was a phenomenal performance from both teams. This was like a week ago as well, so it's good to see the progression. But you can see, I think it was a good performance from Optic. Really good against a great Atlanta FaZe team. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a 45-minute breakdown of one map. Let me know, do you guys want to see more of this? I'm not going to go on my CDO channel. I'm not really using anymore. I'm going to be putting all my content on this channel. So you're going to get more competitive breakdowns. Let me know what you guys want to see next time. Do you want to see a CDO match? Do you want to see more scrims, specific maps? Whatever you guys want, I got you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.